My wife paid for that food.
Yay, Angel!
And it was we use Bill Noel's catering service, an amazing man. Okay. They usually want to buy them, and so I didn't turn anything in. So this is a little bit about me and what's in this area. One of the reasons we came to this area is to try to provide a real background and a authentication of being something real. And so as a climber, as a mountaineer, to try to provide a climbing experience, or if you want a survival experience, or you want to know orienteering. As a child, I grew up in this area, and I did have some family, and they provided some things for me, but my father left me, my mother died, and so I struggled in this area, and yet a few men provided adventure activity for me in this area. They didn't know what they were doing, but they cared. They cared, and they still took us out into the adventure world. And I'm not saying that's how I found myself, but it did give me a reason. It did get me away from all the negativity that was surrounding me. And so I had a dream that someday I would grow up and come back to this community with a legitimate background to try to give back not only to the young kids and the youth at risk, but to the adults in the community to try to have something real. So what I did is at 18, just before I met my wife, I went into the military. And I'm blessed to say that I'm 22 years retired military.
Woo!
While in the military, I started out as a combat engineer, which is a ditch digger. I went on and overseas for 2 years and was a semi-pro athlete for the military. Came back to the civilian, to the American side, and went on to be a drill sergeant. Then was selected to run the military's drill sergeant school. From there, I went on to special operations as a sapper. Anybody know what a sapper is, by the way? Special ops sapper?
Like a miner, kind of dig tunnels and stuff.
No. Anybody ever remember the MacGyver show? Anybody ever seen MacGyver? Okay, a sapper is somebody who's designed to go behind enemy lines without any support and destroy enemy targets with whatever you can find. To blow bridges up, to blow up their tanks, to blow up their buildings, and then build it. If you come back, you do. So you're designed to be a survivalist, demolition expedient person to be out there on your own and nobody really knows what you're doing. So after that, I went to the special ops training. I then was blessed to get selected to the military's mountaineering school, where I then served for 12 years and rounded out my 22 years. While working at the military mountaineering school, I became a senior paramedic and a senior mountaineering instructor for that, traveling the world working with special operations, Delta Force, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, Green Beret, teaching wilderness survival, teaching wilderness first aid, mountaineering. We put 2 teams on Mount Everest. We put teams on Mount McKinley. And then just traveling and trying to make sure our military was prepared for the Afghanistan situation. I retired in 1999 with the blessings of Castleton State College. Got a job teaching there and helped develop the Adventure Rec Minor, along with got a job at Rutland Mental Health and working as an adventure therapy director. They wanted to try to take this adventure world and bring it to the youth at risk in Rutland. I worked there 2 years, and then my wife and I were blessed to buy this place, which was a previous gym that really didn't have any activity going on. When we bought this place, and now we've been here 12 years. And climbing wasn't recognized in this community, only as a birthday party center. So what we did is I had a dream of trying to make it as an activity. We turned climbing into a school/club sport. And 13 years ago, we started to put a letter out, and we had 11 kids in 2 schools show up as a climbing activity. And now this year, we have 30, between the Queechee gym and this gym, we have 33 schools and 266 kids participating in climbing as a school sport. Said with that, what makes it even more powerful, we're fundamentally the only climbing gym in the world that does that. However, in Wisconsin, 4 to 5 years ago, 4 schools got together and tried to tap into it, and now they're doing it, mostly private schools. And the frustrating thing is they're getting national recognition as the most forward-thinking sport activity happening in America. And yet we've been doing it here for 14 years.